Good evening, MC Clubbers. It is Wednesday, the 17th of June, 2020, and welcome to the viewing of the next video. What I'm going to be doing is reading out Jake's message, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to be focusing on a Pacific member and their photos from some year. This week I'm focusing on Carol Phillips, who's still a very loyal supporter, still entering photos, and especially for our Minimalism Westfall Challenge. Thank you so much, Carol. Fantastic images. I've chosen some images from 2016 that we're going to see. So I'm going to read Jake's letter. We're then going to go to monthly competition. Anything goes. And then I've just got a snippet of some National Geographic photos to have a look at. So here we go. Okay, here we go. Message from Jake. Hello again, everyone. Has anyone else noticed that the weather has been a bit cool recently? Winter seems to have come rushing in and hit us quite hard after a long, toasty, warm autumn. But winter it is, and winter is meant to be cold. People are saying that this is how winter should be, and they are right. Next month, Max and I are probably going to go and house sit a trout farm in Underberg for a few days. When we lived there and ran a hatchery, I kept records, and we had -10 to -15 almost every night in winter. There was one corner where splashing water formed ice on a rock in April, and by August it was 30 centimeters thick. The river would ice over on the pools, and our diesel generator could not be started. So the 5 or 6 below we are getting here is not too bad. Our lawn has gone from bright green to dingy brown in the last 48 hours. I've actually burnt it off a few times in the past, and this may be another fire season coming up. I'm not aware of any promotions within the past couple of weeks. Perhaps I've been asleep, and I apologize if I've missed you. No, there hasn't been. As I've said last time, we are defaulting our AGM. I did say that we might try and have some sort of teleconferencing meeting, but I don't really like the idea of that. Personal bias perhaps, but my computer has no microphone or camera. When we do team hookups for work, I use my screen for pictures and my phone for talking, and it works, and at least I don't have to dress up. However, as an alternative, I wonder if we couldn't arrange some sort of outdoor meeting at a venue where we could be socially separate but still manage to talk to one another. I was thinking of an outdoor venue with some sunshine for warmth and vitamin D, such as a sports stadium or even a sports field. We could all bring along a chair and even just a blanket on the ground and a flask with a suitable cool or warm drink. Masks would be mandatory, but at least we could get talking. If anyone has ideas along these lines, please let me know. Bot Gardens is closed apparently, and my comment would be because in open spaces you can get very sick. Close sarcastic comment by Des. Carry on with Jake. Camps drift fields, and no, Roger, we will not be using a cemetery. I must remind everyone about our secret sponsors challenge to improve on each of our best tallies in the Westfall Challenge, Technical Challenge, Open Compo and Salons. I think we have salons in Westfall in the bag, but of course we can only have the scores and positions after tonight's meeting. Everyone, please take a special care of yourself and your families. Use those masks and don't just hang them around your neck. We all hate them, but they are there to protect ourselves, and equally important to protect others from ourselves should we be a carrier. The infection rate is galloping up as a result of the greater mobility we have now. This means that we are all at a greater risk of exposure from passive carriers. Remember that this is a disease over which our own activities make a big difference in terms of the chances of getting infected. Masks, washing and social distancing are a cheap price to pay for health. Thanks again for your videos, and everyone keep taking pictures, and if you can't do that, troll the archives. Jake. I'm just going to let the slideshow from Carol just carry on until the end, so you can enjoy watching her. Oh, these dandelions are just beautiful. and there we go. Thanks so much, Carol. Okay, so here we go, monthly competition, June 2020, and I will try and turn the pages of the results very quietly. I think they were a little bit noisy last time, sorry. Here we go. Oh, I've got to click on this window again. Here we go. Our judge this month was Karen Fisher from Westville Camera Club. Thank you so much, Karen. 1 star. Nature. Springbok, 11 gold, Denise Harvey. Lovely angle you have captured this young springbok from. Nice setting, nice seeing the sun setting in its eye. To improve, watch the digital noise, which could easily be fixed with a lower ISO. Water lily reflection, 10 gold, Denise Harvey. Good capture of this lily. I like the fact you got down low. To improve, I would eliminate the front leaf by changing my position when I take the photo to give more of a reflection. Wildlife. Horribilis landscape, not judged. As this is a wildlife section, it doesn't allow for scapes, and your club has a scape section, so I won't judge this image to allow you to resubmit. Eyes of a leopard, 11 gold, Diane Backhouse. The photographer certainly wanted to grab the viewer's attention by cropping tightly on the eyes of this leopard. I do find my eyes jumping from eye to eye, which does make me a little dizzy. Hungry little tree squirrel, 4 bronze. Sweet poor thing. Nice close-up image with good golden hour color, but the image unfortunately is not sharp. Spotted eagle owl, 8 silver. Lovely to see this owl and a very good depiction of its environment. Your exposure is very good and has good depth of field, but I find the tree is much more in focus than the owl is. Two star. Nature. Bird in a tree, 8 silver. The bird is beautifully captured in its natural environment, but in this case a little too busy. Watch your shutter speed to ensure your bird is nice and sharp, especially the eye. Open. No, I am not wasting wine. 7 silver. Good action and well done attempting the swirl. To improve this, get the swirl and splash in focus. Splash, 11 gold, Tracy Rhodes. Another amazing splash effect. The redness of the apple is a good contrast against the black background and the silver bubbles. Turning page quietly. Wildlife. Don't move, I'm watching you, 8 silver. How fantastic to see the lioness striding and looking straight at you in this beautiful light. And because of that, the image is a tad soft, but it still makes for a lovely lion photo. Grubs Up by Ant Eating Chat, 12 gold, Derek Britton. Time your shot being at the right place at the right time. Bird sharp and in focus and good depth of field. Nice catch light in the eye. Nest Building by Cape Longclaw, 12 gold, Derek Britton. Vivid colours on the bird with great detail in features and stunning golden light. Geez, well done, Derek. These are really nice. Three star. Nature. After the Rain, 7 silver. Love the pink colours with the almost perfect little balls. Refraction handled very well. To improve it, if you have a flower refraction, it would have been perfect. Also watch for the pink area in the back that is very noticeable. I think she means, where's my mouse? There. Oh, next photo. Dog rose fruit, 6 bronze. Good use of depth of field, but the image is not sharp. Make sure that your shutter speed is high enough to ensure your subject is sharp. Watch out for overexposed areas. Check your histogram in camera to make sure you're not overexposing your subject. For the nursery, 10 gold, Jake Ellison. What a beautiful story this image is telling. Well done. You can bring the exposure down just a little bit to improve this to a merit. Puffback Shark 2, 8 silver. Lovely depth of field. Love the background colours, which is beautifully offset against the black and white bird. But your shutter speed has let you down and the bird is not sufficiently in focus. Open. A stream at the base, 7 silver. Such a lovely peaceful scene. I don't find a focal point, so my eyes keep bouncing around, and you could have used a river to lead your eye into the picture. I think you can increase a bit of contrast in the clouds to make them more defined. The image is also leaning to the right. Blue Waters, 4 bronze. A very good record shot of the bucket of HTH. You handled your camera settings really well. I would suggest you try and think a little creatively and take the photo so as to sell your product like you would in an advert. Books to read, 5 bronze. Lovely still life display of books. Your setup was well thought out and your lighting is good, but the image is not sharp. As you are in charge, make sure you take your time and get the image in focus. Put your camera on a tripod, it will definitely help. Keep trying. Faceless portrait, 11 gold, Liesel Cooperthwaite. Lovely setup with your model. White, red and blue is all working. To get it to a merit, move the model further away from her background so it is less obvious and a better bokeh can be achieved. In the curve of the leaf, 10 gold, Avril Janssen. You spotted or placed this bug in the perfect position. Well done. Sharp where it needs to be and good focal point. To improve, I would eliminate the right green leaf that is competing with your story on the left. You're in open, so you can manipulate and do whatever you want. Move pixels, take things out, etc. Photo Art Creative. Moss on bricks, 8 silver. I like what you saw in this brick pattern in contrasting color with the pink and green. To improve, use a higher f-stop or take the image perpendicular to your subject because the fall-off depth of field in the left corner is a bit distracting. Portrait. Christmas window, 12 gold, Eric Bosman. What a beautiful festive portraiture. Sharpness and exposure well handled with good eye contact. Makes you wish Christmas was around the corner. In the City, 11 gold, Eric Bosman. Very clever portrait. Eye contact is what grabs you immediately. I think cropping a bit off the top would have improved this, as this part isn't adding to the story. Sensational perfume, 12 gold, Eric Bosman. I can smell the perfume just looking at your image. Sharpness, explosion, lighting, well done. Maybe, just maybe, her eyes open would have changed the story, but as it is now, well done. Scapes, just before dark, 4 bronze. Lovely colours in the sky, but I'm finding there is a lack of focal point. Ensure that your image is sharp by using a tripod in this low light, and maybe consider cropping the dark top part of the image. Quando River Sunset, 12 gold, Jake Ellerton. Ellerton, sorry. Moving on. Beautiful moment captured. Love your framing and movement of the water, adding to the moment. I'm sorry, I'm still laughing. Wildlife. Crystal wings, 4 bronze. The wings are clear, however the rest of the insect is not. Watch your shutter speed when taking these shots and keep trying. Yummy, 8 silver. Captured this beautiful... Start again. Capturing this lovely butterfly feeding in action, which isn't that easy. I do find the blown out upper wing very dominant, as there is no detail in the white. Four star, nature, a little mannequin rumble, 12 gold, Ronald van den Heefer. Wow, you did well to catch the action of these tiny birds. Sharp where it needs to be, glint in the eye, well captured, well done. That's at Ronald's bird hide, at her home, from her deck, where no one gets invited to. Just saying. David and Goliath, 12 gold, Nola Maring. Excellent shot of a hungry crab spider. At first I didn't notice it, as the out of focus stamens distracted and obstructed the little spider, but these tiny creatures are difficult to spot. You handled the shot very well and put the sharpness where it counts. Well done. Fluffy, 9 silver. Fluffy is blending so beautifully with the out of focus background. Love the angle of the branch on the third of the picture and the placement of the bird. Just make sure that your shutter speed is fast enough to ensure the bird is sharp. A lower ISO could help with the noise reduction. Standing tall, 9 silver. This bird is certainly standing tall. I really like the placement of the bird and branch, but improvement can be made if the bird was sharper and a higher ISO was used. Love the contrast and complementary colors of the bird with the background. Worker bee, 12 gold, Ronald van den Heefer. Wonderful picture of the bee at work. Action captured well, and the bokeh is stunning with the negative space which she kept in this image and adds to the story. It's that garden again, where we don't get invited. Open, 6, driftwood, 6 bronze, apologies. The contrast and sharpness in this image is well done. The placement of the rock to the driftwood is also very good. The image is very busy and makes my eyes dance around at almost every item in the picture, which you could have cleaned up before taking the photo. Path of Thorns, 7 silver. So much texture in this image. You really sit and wonder what it really is, but you could have added more contrast and taken the image so that there is a focal point. Rosie, You Set My Heart on Fire, 14 merit, Nola Maring. Well done with setting everything up so beautifully in this image. It is clean, sharp, and well exposed. The Fragility of Death, 8 silver. The Truth in an Image, Fragile Life, sharp with good directional light, but a bit flat. To improve, maybe have a lighter grey background as the image almost blends into one. Add more contrast and look how to add impact in your story. Photo Art Creative, Blue Spill, 12 gold, Ronald van den Heefer. Fantastic water splash in a glass, lovely and sharp. If you look long enough low, the splash on the right side reminds me of dancing bushmen painting images. I'll leave it up for everyone to look, to find the bushmen painting images. The splash on the right side reminds me, okay. Yeah, I can't see. Maybe you can see. Turning page quietly. Panic Attack, 7 silver. A lot of these images have been doing the rounds in lockdown. Most are very colourful and you changed yours to black and white, which gives a different perspective. But there are lots of very white blank spots and empty space, which is very bright. Scapes, Autumn, 11 gold, Heidi Taylor. Stunning autumn morning or afternoon captured. Sharpness and exposure well done. To improve, I would have cloned out the green light on the left hand side because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. I think she's talking about this here. And remember, in landscapes, you're allowed to process. And process is not a bad P word. Karoo Landscape, 7 silver. How magnificent is our country. Here we have a true depiction of how this part of the world is. Love the blues and the orange with those wispy clouds. I know you can't always be there when the golden hours, but try the next time you're around, and if manipulation was allowed, maybe you could have cloned out the telephone poles. Okay, manipulation is allowed in our scapes. Otaniqua Blanket, 8 silver. Another stunning part of our country, and the blanket of clouds on the mountains are beautiful. The very busy foreground is a bit flat and can do with colour, vibrancy and contrast adjustments. Five star. Nature. Looking back, 9 silver. Love the catch out in the eye of this bird looking back. The action of the swallow is evident. You can underexpose this image just a little to improve. Maybe she needs overexpose? Not sure. Up Close and Dangerous, 9 silver. Lovely portrait of a lion in pastel. The lion is positioned nicely in the frame and has a determined look on its face. What would improve it if you requested it to turn its head ever so slightly towards you? Hey, lovely lion. Look here, looky. Looky, see. Open. Ballet pose, 14 merit, Des van Tonder. Such a delicate and soft image with lovely tones. Lighting well handled. Lovely image. Caught napping, 9 silver. Crystal clear and very sharp. Lovely detail in the centipede. To improve, possibly clone out the brown triangle, bottom left hand side of the image. Yeah. Water Ripples, 11 gold, Bertie Price. Love this droplet captured in the blue tones. Action captured stunningly. Photo Art Creative. Colourful Kingfisher, 14 merit, Bertie Price. What a lovely art conversion of this kingfisher. Love the negative space the bird is looking into and the beautiful background. I remember this image. It was submitted into minimalism and I disqualified it. I'm sure this was this image. So I'm so glad that this has been entered, because it really is a beautiful image. Portrait. He brings cheer to others, 8 silver. You certainly saw someone who, although down and out, still brings cheer to everyone. You captured his facial expression so well, it shows he is happy but has sadness in his eyes. To improve, focus on his face to give us more of his personality and his guitar. Your image can also do with a bit more contrast, and it is a little flat. Scapes. Sunset at Carkloof, 14 merit, Des van Tonder. A fantastic image, beautiful colours with lovely silhouettes and this misty feeling. Well done. Wildlife. Adults flank young battalieur, 12 gold, Rob Hart. Geez, how fabulous to capture this stunning bird after a feeding session. It has sharpness and detail and a glint in the eye and draws your attention directly to the subject. Exit, 10 gold, Phil Miller. The clarity of the cat in this image is very good, but you could possibly have pushed the contrast a little more. I like the texture of the tree and almost monotone feeling that you're giving us in this story. Happy Family, 12 gold, Phil Miller. What a stunning moment captured. So much interaction for the viewer to enjoy and almost makes you feel like you are there. Absolute happiness. To improve, crop the grass a bit more on the top to bring us closer to the action. Yeah. It's just popped up onto my screen. Ew. Mantis Hygiene Tooth and Claw, 12 gold, Rob Hart. Rob! Again, we were brought in close and face to face with the creature. The out of focus depth of field area really makes this mantis portrait stand out of the background. Lighting and sharpness well handled. Oh, Rob! I got such a part. Resting Horsefly, 11 gold, Rob Hart. Stunning detail captured in this image, well done. It's prettier than the last one. Thorny Breakfast, 11 gold, Maxi Holder. Such a cute subject. Exposure and sharpness good. Depth of field complements your subject and makes it stand out in this image. Lovely image. Trio, 6 bronze. Another image that makes the viewer look straight into the eye of a cat. But unfortunately, I think the lack of sharpness due to camera shake has let this image down. Watch your focal length versus shutter speed when your camera isn't on a tripod. Open. Rainbow Spheres, 11 gold, Carol Phillips. Lovely simple oil and water shot. You found the simplicity and chaos which can sometimes happen with these setups. To improve, crop more off the top and clone out tiny bubble on the right. Okay, that's it. Junior winner, Eric Bosman with, wait, I'm paging, Sensational Perfume. Well done, Eric. Senior winner, Ballet Pose, Des. Well done, me, I suppose. And that's it. We'll go on to Anything Goes now. Okay, so here goes, Anything Goes. Circles within circles, good stuff. Clouds, good stuff. All teeth and claws, full. Curling petals, Des. High key swallow, Des. Hippo reflections, Des. Mirage in Namibia, Maxi. That's a good canvas, Maxi. Noordhoek sunset, full. Poling, full. Scram, Maxi. And that's it for Anything Goes. So we're going to end off tonight with the winners of the National Geographic Photo Contest in 2013. So, but these images are just still absolutely fantastic, so enjoy. thank you so much for watching, watching, or whatever you did while you were watching. See you next time. Over and out.